Okay, everyone, I wanted to show you my tomatoes after they came out. I got 13 quarts from the first picking off of the tomatoes in my flower bed. I want to take you outside, and I want you to see my tomato plants and how I struggled to keep them going because of the whitefly and aphids. It's been a nightmare. But, like I said, 13 quarts from the first batch, which I'm really satisfied considering it was grown in the flower bed. And I got 32 quarts of green beans. Let me see, I don't know if I can see in here or not. In here, I got 32 quarts of my green beans. Oops, better not do that. You can't see. Well, I don't know if you can see this or not, but these ones here, the ones that are long, these are my first fruits. The very first beans I picked. So I went ahead and put those in whole, so I would know my first fruits from the rest of them. But I have 32 quarts back there, if you can see that. Now, I did go ahead and do a couple quarts of the corn in the water bath to see how they did. I did some potatoes. I don't have very many of those yet. But, you know, I'm getting a few. And plus I have my tomatoes, so. But yeah, I'm really pleased with the 32 quarts of beans from a flower bed. And I'm going to take you out and, like I said, and show you my tomatoes, what's left out there. Okay, headed toward the tomatoes. You have to look over my voice because I've been really stressed out. When I get stressed, I lose my voice. Not because of my life, because of other people's life. But I'm hoping you can see this because we don't have a whole lot of sun. But I am going to have a lot more tomatoes. And the size of them are really, really nice. But you can see here the curve. See how the leaves are curled? That is where I had the aphids, but I wish this camera just doesn't do it justice. How many more tomatoes I'm going to have and are actually bigger than my first batch. And as you can see, they just go clear up. I'm going to have plenty. I may not even have to buy canning tomatoes at all this year. I mean, because every single plant is just loaded. And as you can see, because they're indeterminate tomatoes, I'm going to be able to keep them going. I am going to come out here because if you can see this, I guess there is still a little white fly left on the plants. You can see these shells. Those are white fly. And they are what has slowed down my tomatoes. But I am going to have tomatoes out the gazoo. And like I said, they're really nice size. See, look at this. That is really nice. Over there, I don't know if you can see those up in there. But I want to try to leave these on back up in there. I mean, they're just doing awesome. But because they're an indeterminate tomato, I hope I can explain this right. Because they're an indeterminate tomato, see, like this is part of my first set here. These ones here are part of my first set. Second set, third set, I'll have a set here, I'll have a set here, I'll have a set there, and I'll have a set up there. Now what I do is as I pick these, I take the string that I have them tied with off, move the stalk of the plant down, and continue to tie this up. And it'll keep producing so long as weather will permit. But there are just some really, look at the size of this one. I mean, just the ones that I got off of my plants in my first batch are actually smaller than what I'm getting now because the whitefly and the aphids aren't quite so bad. But I mean, it's just loaded. They're just loaded. And I'm getting a little bit lightheaded here. But I'm going to have plenty. I do need to get out here and get them tied up. Get them tied up so that it's a beard to do on those ones. Get them tied up so that they'll just keep going straight. Because I think this one, which one was it? I think it was over here. But tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. And if you can see this shock here, but they're just loaded. And as tall as these are, clear up here, I've got tomatoes this big around. Really, really nice. Really, really, really nice. And I can imagine if I hadn't fought with the white fly, how well they would be doing. So I'm really pleased, except for the white fly and the aphids. Well, this one's got a bad spot. It's the only one in here that I see has a bad spot. But see, even up here, I'm still getting blooms. These will be my top ones. And they're actually going to be in better condition than the rest of them because of the white fly. The aphids are going away now, so they ought to do really well. Just look at this. Just look at this plant here. Follow the stalk up. And I need to get out here and bring this up. Hold on, let me lay you down, sit you down just for a second. I can stand this up. I really need to get out here and get things tied up. I don't think I have any more string at all. I'm going to put this up here. There we go. That looks nice. Okay. So, there, I don't know if you can see this one, but as it goes up, and all of them are like that. And see, the tomatoes are still really nice size as they go up. Like I said, I think because of the aphids and the white fly, it really played havoc on my tomato. You can see the difference. Now this one is curly because where it was hung over, and well, I don't know. Let me check this real close. Yeah, see, there is still just, but I've seen one aphid on there, so that's actually a lot better than it was doing. But I mean, it was hard fighting them, really hard. And these little guys down here, believe it or not, were actually suckers that I broke off and stuck in the ground. So they made new plants, and I'm trying to get the suckers off of this little guy. Actually made new plants, and looky there, it's already blooming. And a couple more over here that are going to be new plants. And this one, the little guy down here, come up. I mean, it actually got stepped on. I don't know if you can see that. It actually got stepped on and is making a new plant. So it's still going. But I'm going to have plenty of tomatoes. It's a lot better than what I thought. And 32 quarts, considering I had damaged plants. All my first batch is actually really good. So I'm not going to complain. And like I said, happy with my green beans, 32 quarts from picking them in my flower bed. And this is how, if you can see this, I can't get back far enough actually, the Christmas limons that I planted, and they go way up there. Way up there. I think they're going to do pretty good. I really do. And my cucumbers, I need to get out here and tie them up. I will do another video as soon as my other camera gets here, which hopefully by Friday. I'm hoping Wednesday, but if not by Wednesday, then Friday. I kind of like to set it a long date so I'm not sitting there, being disappointed every day. As you can see, this is down on the concrete. I really need to get that off the concrete because it will get too hot. But I want you to see. See, I have a little guy down there. They are starting to come on. There's one there, if you can see him up in there. But they are coming on, and all of my stuff is laid because I got everything in laid. But let me see if I can step back over here off the porch and get a better picture of my Christmas limas. Yeah, there. Now you can see how tall they are. And I've got plenty of blooms on them, so I'm hoping we get some Christmas limas. I planted my potatoes. I dug some up. They're not big enough yet, so I got a couple more in there, and those are just for fun anyway. But I did, when I pulled my beans up, I stuck a bunch of potatoes in this flower bed over here, which, as you can see, my war with morning glories. Okay, I used to grow morning glories all the time, and plus I have a bunch of wild morning glories. But the bugs, the roly-polies, are eating this little guy up. So these were Christmas limas too. If I get anything off of there, I'll be surprised because the bugs are so bad. But all down through here, I have potatoes for late potatoes. If they come up, they come up. If they don't, they don't. But anyway, I guess that is that. And this will probably be my last video until I get my camera. So, we'll see you then.